All right, well, hello there, everyone, and welcome back to another very exciting episode of WPW Saturday Night Showdown, the fallout of Ascension 1. I am your host, the Killjoy JTB, joined once again by my broadcast partner, Andrew Jensen.
It's just the fallout from Ascension 1. It was great being topside, but deep down, it feels good to be home.
It sure as hell does. There was a lot of surprises. A lot of just absolutely incredible matchups between many people from the roster. It was one of the best shows of WPW history. I'm going to call it now. Probably the best show, honestly.
Honestly, I'd be happy to agree with you on that one. Surprises, ups, downs, returns. We'll get into some of that a bit later. But yeah, just an absolute hell of a show. Let's do this again real soon. How's that?
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna be thinking about what will be coming next for whenever we get to Ascension 2 next year. But we got plenty of other shows to get to before we even think about crossing that bridge, as well as many matches like this opening match we're about to head into in just a quick moment, where we're going to be seeing not only a familiar face that had an absolutely surprising and victorious casket match at Ascension, but we're also going to be seeing a face that has made an appearance on the roster going up against the one known as Girthquake. So let's go ahead and head down to ringside for this first matchup.
Let's go.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, wrestling out of the striking tree, he is the Primal of Thunder and Lightning, Ramuh. And yeah, so a new Primal has entered the fray, ladies and gentlemen, making their debut at Ascension, going up against Girthquake in his open challenge, coming out on top in this matchup. I am shocked that we saw that we're seeing a new one.
Yeah, a new Primal, but not a Primal in that conventional sense. But yeah, oh boy, still amazed to see this guy in action.
You think you know me?
And introducing his opponent, wrestling out of Scandinavia, he is the legend incarnate, Beowulf. This man right here went to war at Ascension, going up against the Beast Fenrir in a casket match, but you would think that match alone was the highlight of the night. No, the highlight of the night came after that matchup, when out of absolutely nowhere, despite seeing him as the demon earlier on in the show, a returned Jacob Storm appeared. not only did he appear, he lit Fenrir's casket on fire.
I mean, Bird Baby Bird, Disco Inferno. But yeah, Jacob Storm is back and just pretty much kicked Fenrir straight to the curb.
Yeah, and we'll actually be seeing Jacob Storm later on tonight in the main event, going up against one of the 4 horsemen. But yeah, now Wolf here, he still isn't entirely sure what exactly is going on. I got to spoke with him earlier today, and he said that he was again, just like many others, shocked that Jacob Storm pulled off this move, but he's also wondering if maybe it's more mind games from Fenrir. Although, like, we checked everywhere in the Ascension arena, Fenrir's gone. He is gone for good. And
yeah, trust me, I would want to agree with you. I want to 100% agree with you, but I might have to go with Wolf on this. It could just be more mind games.
So now Wolf just been seeing occasionally, just looking around, looking behind his shoulder, looking in every corner of the arena, in every room, every shower room where someone may hide. Like, he's unsure of himself. He's unsure because yeah, it's just he's questioning everything all around.
I mean, look what happened to the guy since he's been here. Fenrir has framed him for attacking his best friend, and he has done nothing but throw that lantern around, shown up only to Beowulf's eyes. Nobody else could see him, only Wolf could, and just put him through the ringer of not only matches, but yeah, more and more mind games.
Yeah, here we go. Wolf here coming into the match again right quick after that amazing suplex out of the corner. Not enough to put Ramuh away. And Bastard Butler tweeting on social media saying the mind games were already on display long before that match even started. And he's not wrong there. And if I'm remembering correctly, you actually got an interview with Butler during this week, didn't you?
I did. That should be, we should be playing it a little bit later on in the show, but yes, finally got to have a little sit down with Mr. Captain Bastion Butler. Invited me onto his ship, and yeah, we had a little sit down.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that whenever when we get to it. And we'll be seeing Bastard Butler later on tonight in some triple threat action. He'll be going up against Merrick the Hunter and Luther Bolphonheim. Sure to be an exciting matchup.
Should be an amazing match. Oof. But speaking of amazing matches, you know, Ramuh just absolutely whipping Wolf outside of the ring. Oof.
Rolling back into the ring now. You might have something planned here for Ramuh, but you could also be planning to keep him out there for the 20 count. But
well, knowing Wolf, he's probably got something in mind.
Yep. Oh! And diving from the top turnbuckle, taking Ramuh down once again. A series of elbow drops, laying down on the Primal.
Yeah, a hell of an opening match, a hell of a welcoming match at Ascension against Girthquake, but now against a well-established individual like Wolf, this is probably a little more of a hazing match. Haze the new guy kind of thing.
And over the top once again with that diving clothesline.
Reset the count just to launch himself right back over.
Now
Wolf is firing on all cylinders.
Locking in the FTC on the outside here. Now Ramuh had a little bit of an advantage on Girthquake at Ascension because obviously Girthquake, he is at the end of the day still a member of the backstage crew. He helps around, helps get the show built and everything. So he was putting in overtime that entire week to make sure Ascension was good and ready to go. So he was a little bit tired on that end. And here we go, Beowulf with the Midnight Run, landing right on top of Ramuh. That could be it for the Primal. 1, 2, 3. And here's your winner, Beowulf. And looking and feeling no different despite that hell of a match he had at Ascension against Fenrir, coming out on top against the Primal of Thunder.
Absolutely. Beowulf still probably feeling a little bit of that energy from Ascension. Just like I said, he was firing on all cylinders tonight. Did not miss a beat.
Yeah, I'll tell you another person who was firing on all cylinders at Ascension. The new #1 contender for the WPW Underground Championship, who came out in a very, very bloody and gruesome 8-man showcase match. That being the Dark Magician Ignatius Black coming out on top, and he will be facing the current Underground Champion Montgomery at Resist and Disorder. And we're actually gonna hear what Ignatius has to say regarding the end of that matchup.
My liege is pleased with my victory at Ascension. Funnily enough, this victory will lead to my ascension at the top of Wolfpack Wrestling as the Underground Champion. Unfortunately, it seems I still have one pesky obstacle in my way. A humanoid form that calls himself Greg Terrace. Well now, Mr. Terrace, you will soon learn that equivocation comes for everyone. Embrace the dark now.
You know, for as little we hear of Ignatius, he knows what he has to say when the time comes for it.
Yeah. Short, sweet, to the point. I can't blame the guy. Oof.
Yeah, he wants to, obviously going after Montgomery, and what better way to show what he's got than going after the previous Underground Champion, Greg Terrace. And tweeting on social media, Greg saying, all I can say is, unless your imaginary buddy is going to come down to the ring and take the ass kicking that you got coming, I don't want to hear about it. Yeah, Greg just giving absolutely zero fucks about whatever it is Ignatius has to say. Especially whatever
Greg Terrace of him.
Yeah. Especially with whatever this being that Ignatius bows down to, and the equivocation, I guess, the just, I can only assume, order that he is from.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's go ahead and head down to ringside and see what the #1 contender is up to. The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Aleksander Devine, Greg Terrace. Both Greg and Alex coming from very distinct MMA backgrounds. Again, it's no wonder why they were the ones to headline the first ever show of WPW. Now they are here once again with Alex sort of mentoring Greg and being in his corner all throughout every step of the way, from his title reign to now.
Yeah, it's always great to see somebody who's been around and been in like big show matches to help out, even outside the ring. It's just always nice to see.
And introducing his opponent. Wrestling out of the void, he is the Dark Magician, Ignatius Black. Here he is, the man that Montgomery will be defending his championship against at Resist and Disorder, coming sometime in October, if I'm my sources are to be believed. Obviously, I guess whoever it is that he battles down to was clearly smiling upon him at Ascension, leading him to pick up the victory in that 8-man showcase match, coming up above everyone else.
Yeah, and maybe that mysterious source was pulling the strings on one particular Sergeant Major Payne, who we are seeing tonight, but these two were just absolutely locked onto each other for most of that match.
Yeah. And right out of the gate with a bulldog to Greg. And a springboard kick.
Oh, man. Yeah, Ignatius just all gas. Oof. All right, maybe just got hit with some brakes there.
Oh, Greg returning with a kick of his own. Ignatius repeating. Oh. Quick series of forearms and now a series of elbow drops onto the side of the leg there, into the knee. To drop the knee once again, but Greg rolling out of the way. Another single leg drop kick. Ignatius rolling out, trying to recompose himself for a minute before heading back into the ring. And hitting Greg with that suplex.
And just a flurry of rights. Now some hard stomps and kicks. Ignatius is just absolutely taking it to the MMA specialist.
Trying to get back up to his feet, but Greg fighting back now. Series of right hooks and a swift kick to the back of the head. Trying to help himself up, clothesline to the back. With more forearms there to the Dark Magician. Irish whip into the ropes. Oh, and a head scissor takedown.
Just full speed.
Oh, fireman's carry, but Ignatius dropping behind. So far, in my personal opinion, I'd say this match is pretty even so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Counters just galore right now.
Laying down the hurt and now going for the cover. One, kick out at one. Oh, atomic drop there. Swift kick to the gut there. Now going after that head, but Ignatius returning with a punch to the gut. And a springboard single leg drop kick. And with a cover now. 1, 2, no. Kick out at 1.
Yeah, that springboard drop kick is absolutely brutal, catching you on the side of the head.
Oh, and
it's just going to do all kinds of damage.
Ignatius with a standing ovation. Now with the cover, referee trying to get into position, but a kick out at 1, not enough to put him away.
No, ref taking a second there.
And that spinning suplex there. Oh, stomp on the face. I think that busted Greg open. And Ignatius with the equivocation. And the cover too. No.
Even Ignatius can't believe that. That was 2.7, 2.8.
A standing ovation and an equivocation back to back. Greg showing off that he's in fact made of that sterner stuff, and I think he could be looking for a natural conclusion to this matchup here, but no! Ignatius able to escape it. Jumping over Greg this time now. Oh, but Greg, oh! That reverse DDT.
Yeah, Greg with that float over, able to counter.
Oh. That series of right hooks directly into the forehead. Ignatius catching that leg. Now Greg with a series of knees into the chest there. No, not enough to put Ignatius away.
Yeah, now we're starting to see that frustration on Greg's face. Oof, and a hard right.
I'm tossing Ignatius back into the ring. Irish whip into the corner. Could be planning here, but no, just tossing Ignatius to the other side like a sack of potatoes. Oh, big right hook. Now with a series of elbow drops once again to that knee.
Oh, what could Greg be thinking here?
Oh, went for that diving right hook, but Ignatius just dodging out of the way. And a stunner taking Greg off of the apron to the outside.
Yeah, it looked like Aleksander was trying to get up on the ropes, but thought better of it.
Oof, and that drop kick to the outside. Greg trying to hype himself up to the crowd a little bit here, but that could cost him. As Ignatius, oof, landing the prestige. And with the cover, that could be it for Greg. 2, 3. And here is your winner, Ignatius Black. Bet Montgomery is in the back, probably keeping a very close eye on this matchup here.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Now, we talked a lot about surprises that happened at Ascension. One of the other major surprises that we had was the return of the ninja of the Bastion clan, Leina, coming out and putting out a fantastic match and coming out on top in a victory against the Lady of the Wasteland, Serpica. And let's just say, with her return, kind of garnered the attention of a particular someone who also had a matchup at Ascension, that being the Oni of Matsumoto, Haruka Daisuke. And I guess before she came out and getting ready for the show tonight, Leina just put out one tweet on social media saying, quote, Serpica removed from the list, subsequent target acquired.
Ooh. Yeah, I do not want to be in those crosshairs, no matter who I am.
Yeah, I feel like both of these competitors, you don't want to cross them. Like Haruka, because it's Haruka, and Leina purely because of the fact that she's a ninja and she can catch you while you're not looking.
Yeah, I mean, you have the Oni versus the ninja. Both of them can do just absolutely ridiculous things, and both of them can just absolutely mess your day up if you're not careful.
Yeah, and obviously Haruka coming out from victory, defending her streak once again, this time against the Rising Storm Shreya. It was almost a close victory for Shreya, but at the end of the day, Haruka was able to pick up the victory in that very match. We're gonna see how she handles herself tonight as she goes up against Leina. So without further ado, let's go ahead and head down to ringside. The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, wrestling out of the Himalayas, she is the Bashoan Ninja, Leina. And tweeting on social media, Haruka saying, "Feel like shit, but I'm here and ready and willing to whip whip some ass." Okay.
Yeah, but I'll say maybe a little typo on that one, but yeah, Leina is here for a fight. Haruka is here for a fight. Oh, this is going to be something.
And introducing her opponent. Wrestling out of the Matsumoto estate, she is the Oni of Matsumoto, Haruka Daisuke. And wait a minute, hold on. Is it just me or does Haruka look a little bit different?
She does.
Let me check my. Oh, okay. Okay, so I've got out somewhere in my notes. I'm actually giving some insight as to some of the confusion we had regarding Matsumoto Corp at Ascension. So from what I understand, firstly, just for some clarity, Matsumoto is not the. She's not the owner of WPW. She just bought out the actual Matsumoto Corporation. So she bought it out from whoever owned it before her. And I guess one of the other things that she was kind of looking out for Haruka under potential worriness that she may or may not go psychotic. Which, I mean, honestly, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, cyberpsychosis is definitely a real problem. And last thing we need is one of our wrestlers to just absolutely lose it, and nobody would want to see that, regardless of who they are.
Yeah, absolutely not. But even then, despite the downgrade, the slight downgrade that Haruka's gotten, it doesn't seem to be slowing her down too much.
Not a whole lot. It could have also been things that we just do not see on the outside. It could have been internal work as well. But yeah, she's not really missing any beats at all.
No, she is still, at the end of the day, head of security, and someone you still don't want to mess around with.
No, not in the slightest.
And as Leina has just been shown by getting slammed into those steel steps. Oh! And landing that lumbar check across the back of Leina.
Oof, and just throwing knees into the ribs, too.
Leina back at the count of 6. Haruka hyping up the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, definitely getting into a fan's face with that one.
Oh, referee pulling Leina back a little bit. Haruka continuing to just eyeball her opponent. Oh! And Leina landing that clothesline.
Yeah, comparatively, Leina might be small, but she is mighty and can definitely throw an elbow when need be.
Mm-hmm. Leina continuing to make quick work over the Oni. Oh, dropping both the knees.
Yeah, Haruka, quick rollout, needing to just get a quick breather.
We slap across the back and now just...
Yeah, it's going to work.
Bunch of stomps on the back of the head there, but not going for the cover, but a kick out at 1. Big scoop slam there by Leina. Going out the middle ropes here, we should be planning on. And a crossbody.
Yeah, caught Haruka high across the shoulders.
Both competitors back on the outside once again. Oh. And a big knee.
Ooh. A hard shot off the steps.
Oh, neck breaker on the outside. Both these competitors just want to keep the fight on the outside of the ring here. Series of right hooks by Haruka, getting Leina back up to her feet once again. And Leina reversing the Irish whip, taking Haruka back to the ring. Oh!
Oh. And just forcing Haruka down by the throat.
Haruka, though, not taking too kindly to that. Oh! Landing that side slam onto Leina with the cover now. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
Now it's Haruka's turn to take the just take the match to Leina. Just shot after shot.
I believe that was the POD we saw earlier. And a big Kamagoye. Oh, Haruka, what has she got here? Oh, Euthanizer! Euthanizer locked in onto Leina! She gotta get in, Leina taps out! And here's your winner, Haruka Daisuke! And I believe that is 21-0 for Haruka.
Yeah,
22-0.
Yeah, 22-0. An impressive ongoing streak.
And the question, you know, to this day still remains, who will be the one to beat that streak? But, you know, on top of all of the surprises and, you know, out of left field moments at Ascension, a lot of happiness being stirred as we came out of the night with a brand new WPW Synthwave champion, that being one half of the Lucha Queens, that being Kalamity.
It is amazing to see a belt on Kalamity, somebody who's been around since the early days of WPW, definitely somebody who deserves a title.
Yeah, and you know, even though she won that matchup, she now also prepared to defend it at Resistance Disorder, because the other, we had 2 8-person showcase matches. We know the winner of the men's, but over in the women's side of things, Kalamity is gonna have to contend with a Primal, not just any Primal, the Primal of Ice, Shiva, who was the one that came out on top in the 8-woman showcase match to determine the #1 contender for the Synthwave Championship. And not only that, but Shiva, also a former Rocker Girl champ.
Yeah, Shiva, champion in her own right, coming after, just coming after the belt already.
Yeah, not only that, but she was also the inaugural Rocker Girl champion. So, Calamity's got her work cut out for her, I believe.
Oh, absolutely. Kalamity has one hell of a mountain to climb just to try and keep that belt.
And I guess
that is a match I cannot wait to see.
And in order to prove her worth towards the Primals, she's going up against Shiva's partner in crime, Garuda. And we're gonna go ahead and take you guys down to ringside for this exciting matchup. The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, wrestling out of the Howling Eye, she is the Primal of Wind and Air, Garuda. Also 1/4 of the Primals led by Ifrit, who we saw him and Titan putting out their full power at Ascension, going up against Siegfried and Nicholas Rosom. We're going to be seeing Siegfried later on tonight. Garuda and Shiva also coming out, showing off their full power at Ascension. A very, very sack night for the Primals.
Absolutely. Everybody coming out in their Sunday best. Whew, and put on one hell of a show no matter what match they were in.
Mm-hmm. And introducing her opponent, representing the Lucha Queens, she is the WPW Synthwave Champion, Kalamity! And this is the one who stood out on top, going up against Morgan Reed for that championship and winning it from her at Ascension. It was looking pretty high up for Morgan Reed early on in that matchup, but in the end of it all, despite all that, despite a lot of the support from the Matsumoto family, wasn't able to defend that championship. And now here we are tonight with Kalamity as your new Synthwave champion.
Yeah, still absolute props to Morgan Reed for holding on to the title as long as she did. But yeah, all of our hats off to Kalamity, our new champion.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Garuda immediately out of the gate with that kick, but Kalamity very, very quickly, at least attempting to put odds in her favor for a little bit, but Garuda still managing to come in on top, taking down Kalamity, putting her in that submission attempt.
Yeah, Bird Mom coming out just flying, pun intended.
Oh, and a stunner off the apron to the outside.
Oof.
And a quick head scissor takedown from going to the outside.
Yeah, just absolutely taking Kalamity down to the mat.
Oh.
Oh.
And a running elbow drop there. Oh, Kalamity quickly getting back into the ring before Garuda could catch her. Oh, Batanta bodied.
And a flying elbow drop as a receipt.
Oh, Garuda with the cover now. But no. Kick out just before the count of one. Oof, dropping the knee onto the throat there. Oh, dragging Garuda somewhere, but Garuda able to break out of it. And that standing bulldog.
Yeah, hard right leading to that bulldog. Just this has been largely Garuda. Oof.
Well, Calamity putting in that back elbow, followed up with that elbow drop. Quick head scissor takedown by Garuda.
Now hard elbows to Calamity's ribs. Oh.
Oh, Garuda looking to fly over the top. Oh! Oh, one for that kick, but Calamity dodging out of the way. Series of chops across the chest. Oh!
Oh.
And Garuda out that right kick.
Yeah, Garuda, just that absolute flurry of offense, just derailed by one shot. Quick pin here.
The kick out at one. Off the top turnbuckle, double axe handle to the outside. Oh. Just bouncing that head off of that mat. Not a comfy spot to be in with that being concrete just underneath that padding.
Yeah, definitely not a place to be if you are trying just to survive a match.
Kick out at the count of one. Garuda, though, still just been on top of this match every step of the way here. Oh, Garuda, though, the spinning pile driver. And with the cover, 1, 2, no. Nope. Calamity's still trying to wonder how she's gonna be able to put, you know, to put Garuda down, put things back in her favor in this matchup. A whip into the corner.
Yeah, unfortunately, the curse of a champion. You have to show strength, but against an overwhelming opponent like Garuda, oof.
What is Garuda doing here?
I don't know, but it's going to be a bad time.
On the turnbuckle, what has Garuda got here? Oh!
Oh my god.
The head scissor takedown directly off the top turnbuckle and trying to capitalize on that springboard moonsault, but Calamity rolling out of the way.
That springboard moonsault off the top rope, just getting all the hang time.
That may have been the opening that Calamity needed with a DDT.
Calamity showing a little hitch in her step.
And Infinite Calamity being able to land with the cover. 1, 2, no. Onto the top turnbuckle once again. Is she looking to fly once again? Oh! This time with Amityville. And the insane, the Viva la Revolution. 3 outstanding moves from Calamity out of the gate, and she gets it. And here's your winner, Calamity! Calamity, it seemed, just had 3 in the chamber and decided to fire them all in one go. Infinite Calamity, Amityville, and the Viva la Revolution all at once.
Yeah, just absolutely magged up in all the tricks she had left. But if I am Shiva backstage, I am licking my chops because those are the 3 moves she needs to somehow survive and could end up on top as champion. Yeah. So, Calamity has some work to do.
Yeah, and I believe it's very rare here in WPW where we see a competitor just knock out all of their moves in a single match. Because earlier in that match, we also saw an Insano kick on the outside.
We did.
So Calamity just showing absolutely why she became that champion. But, ladies and gentlemen, we mentioned here that we were going to be getting some explanations as to what exactly went down with that casket match with Fenrir, Jacob Storm, and also Beowulf. But before we get to a particular interview they had earlier in the week, we're going to go ahead and cut to our commercial break, as it is that time of the night, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and pay our dues.
Ladies, look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Does he look like me? Hell no. But can he smell like me? Hell yes! Beowulf's Monster Blood Blend is my brand new fragrance from men in deodorant, body wash, and shampoo varieties. Made out of the finest ingredients gathered from the corners of the 9 realms. So now you can smell like you just wrestled a demon buck-ass naked in the midst of smoke and the scent of mead on your skin. Slayed your draconic son, and fought many a dangerous monsters of the deep. Beowulf's Monster Blood Blend. Live like a legend, be a legend, smell like a legend.
Not made of actual monster's blood. Any blood found is merely a coincidence, nothing more. Please don't sue us. Start your day right with the clean, sweet spice of Brass Kettle Blend Turkish coffee. One of the day's best perks. Because nobody does coffee better than the Turks.
Put the pep in your step with Lucky Potion, a Did It Alchemy and Catering specialty product.
Sick of all those bills as a result of being sent to the hospital after a match? There's an easier solution out there if you listen close. Sensubine! Sensubine Herbal Blend Tea. One swallow will make recovery follow.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Do you need some extra eddies in your pocket? Do you love to flaunt your superior predictive powers to friends and strangers? Do you want the rush of winning big without the fear of some no-neck loan shark sizing you up for a pair of cement shoes? Well, I am proud to announce that Wolfpack Wrestling has partnered with Devil's Own LLC to bring you the newest and experimental craze in online high-stakes gaming, Pound and Penny. Our easy-to-use interface allows you to not only speculate on the outcomes of your favorite underground sporting events, but also to back up your educated estimate by putting your hard-earned credits on the line. Simply put, once a match begins, you will have the opportunity to use your preferred electronic device to pick your buff, sweaty competitor of choice. Select the amount of credits you are comfortable taking from your fellow players, and click Vote. But be quick, the window to vote is only 1 minute. So whether it's an 8-person showcase match, a one-on-one title bout, or an Extreme Rules match where a competitor is trying to show off to an ephemeral fairy queen, you can put your experience and inductive reasoning to work for you. And then make sure you take your surplus of credits and buy yourself a fresh new pair of Throws Kicks. Throws Kicks, Hey, wait a minute. Who put this on the script? Of course not. It's fucking Cran!
And also, ladies and gentlemen, we also like to tell you guys that tonight's show is brought to you by Bearthame's very own Dark Ale. Goffness, the cool, quenching, deliciously malty taste of the hot sun and cool breeze. For your daily goodness, get Goffness. And to top it all off, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to get all your dessert needs at the Gregorian International Pastries. The sweetest deals on earth are here. And they are very great, delicious deals. Delicious deals for delicious, delicious, sweets. And to top it all off, we also gotta thank Magic Madness for giving us all our equipment that we need to put on every show. And obviously, Magic Madness, we have to foot quite a heavy bill for Ascension, so we gotta make sure to pay those dues when we can, because we gotta pay them off and all that other fun stuff. But also a big thank you to the Matsumoto Corp for helping for that very thing, because they're also our main benefactors for the show, being able to make sure that everyone is paid, everyone is sealed properly, along with the Regenerator group from the Bearthame Gladiatorial Federation. A lot of love sent to all of our brilliant partners here tonight. But I'm not gonna have to worry about paying anything off anytime soon, because I came out on top in a very fantastic Extreme Rules match at Ascension, going up against the person we're actually gonna be hearing from next, Bastion Butler. I am now $100,000 richer, and I am all the more happy for that, and obviously happy to please Lady Kathjina, with whom I now have a glorious deal with. Are you just jealous?
You know what? I'm just gonna go over here. I'm gonna have my delicious pastry, and I want to say some things, but they are not professional. So I'm just gonna go over here.
Yeah, well, you'll go over there, and then we'll get into your interview that they had earlier this week. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right.
Mr. Snuggles, don't be rude. Mr. Jensen is here at my invitation for an interview.
Thank you for having me aboard, Bastion. Formalities aside, the burning questions people have are: how and why did you change Jacob Storm back to his original form?
Well, originally I planned to dive into his heart, restore him back to his proper state, and lock the demon away with my Keyblade here. But then, I tire quickly explaining things to people. It's easier if I show you. Roll the footage. Let me go. Shut up. Now to finally do what needs to be done. Before I could do what I planned to do, though, Ivy showed up and told me it wasn't gonna work. She said if I could just keep him restrained, she and her crystal would take care of the rest. So I used a binding technique to make sure he wouldn't get anywhere, and then she smashed that crystal of hers over his chest. That brought him back to normal. After we woke him up and she slapped him around a few times for making her worry, they were about to leave for a trip. That's when I had an idea. Hold on a second. I have an idea that I think you might like.
What do you mean, Butler?
Our mutual foe. I want to see Fenrir truly powerless. I want to help Wolf finish him off once and for all. I want him to feel absolute despair for all that he's done to everyone. I want him to suffer unto me.
You want me to go after Fenrir? After everything he took away from me, took everything away from her. So tell me, Butler, what is it about this plan that would interest me?
I want you to act like the demon is still in control until the casket match between Wolf and Fenrir. Then you come out as if you're going to help Fenrir, and then you stick the proverbial knife in his back.
You just helped my girlfriend bring me back. I've got 4.5 months to make up for being possessed, and now you want me to pretend to still be under its control?
Obviously, he had to talk it over with Ivy first, but eventually...
Okay, I'm game. But if I help you, there's one condition, Bastion, and you're going to do me a favor in return. It's only fair.
Okay, what is it?
After this, I want a clear shot at Minwado for the Rocker Boy title. No interference, no tricks. Just me, him, that championship. Make that happen, we've got a deal.
Deal.
Sure this plan will work, though? Because if it doesn't...
Trust me, he'll never see it coming. By the time it hits him, it'll be his last surprise. To quote an old radio host I listened to back home, now you know the rest of the story.
Okay, off the record, you do realize this will put a major target on all of your backs, right? For everyone's sake, I hope he stays gone.
I've had targets on my back long before I even came here. This is nothing new. As for the demon, we've exorcised him for good.
Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate you having me. Mr. Snuggles, good seeing you. Good kitty. And, can't wait to see you on the next show.
So, how was Mr. Snuggles?
You know, once he actually warmed up to you, he is rather snuggly.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, actually,
I mean, it's in the name.
Surprised. Yeah, it's in the name. That just you really have to let him warm up to you, though.
I will keep that in mind for whenever I ever decide to talk with Butler regarding anything, especially in his abode. But
yeah,
speaking of, tweeting on social media, Butler saying, quote, "Never fuck with my Bad Batch brothers." And you know what? They proved that one very well at Ascension with what happened.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, they run thick as thieves through literally anything thrown their way. I mean, that is some loyalty through and through.
Yeah. But now we got some little insight as to what happened with Jacob Storm and what all exactly was going down there. But hey, at the end of the day, the demon's gone. Huzzah!
Huzzah! But yeah, the demon is gone. Fenrir is gone. I hope. But as of now, all is calm and safe as can be in the world of WPW.
Yeah.
And they rode off into the sunset and lived happily ever after at the end. Cool.
Yeah, hey, who doesn't like a happy ending? But, you know, speaking of Jacob Storm, again, we will be seeing him in the main event tonight, making his sort of re-debut here in WPW, so that sure to be an exciting matchup. But I think another exciting matchup is the one we're going to be getting into next, which is some triple threat action. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and head down to ringside.
Let's go.
The following contest is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, wrestling out of Lake County, Illinois, Bastion, Butler. And you know, despite the fact that he wasn't able to successfully beat me at Ascension in the Extreme Rules match, he was technically one of the last ones, one of the ones having the last laugh, as he got to watch that casket of Fenrir's burn.
Yeah, he was probably laughing just uproariously backstage, just watching that ruse he helped put together just go off without a hitch.
And introducing second, wrestling out of a land down under, he is the Marauder, Merrick, the Hunter. Merrick, one of the competitors in that 8-man showcase match at Ascension, was not able to pick up the victory, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean, you know, obviously he didn't go down easily.
No, he did not. He was definitely putting up a fight for as long as he could, as he usually does. He does not go away quietly, no matter what match he's in.
And introducing third, representing the Fangs of Vega, he is the Hound, Luther Bolphonheim. It was quite a big night for the Fangs at Ascension. Not only did you have Luther and Calendar and Taffy in that 8-man showcase match, but you also had Sayden Bonecrusher in the 8-woman showcase match, and also you had in the main event the Mountain Nash Avandash going up against Minwano for the Rocker Boy title. Unfortunately for them, though, neither of them were able to pick up victories in that night. Minwano still coming out on top as your Rocker Boy champ.
Yeah, I mean, great showing for the Fangs regardless, and it was also awesome to hear from Mr. Vega himself in our booth.
Yeah, first time in a while.
In a good long while, yeah.
But despite all those setbacks, the Fangs still came out with their blood.
They did. They got their multiple IV bags full of blood.
Now Butler leaving Merrick hung out to dry. But Luther coming in from behind with an Irish whip. Oh, knee to the gut and an enziguri. Oh, and a springboard drop kick by Merrick to Luther, whipping Bastion Butler into the corner there. Oh. Big forearm to the back of the head.
Now just stomping Merrick's head. Ooh. Stomping Merrick's head in, and then just that high kick to Bastion's jaw.
Oh, Merrick, though, with a couple of suplexes there. And now going immediately back after Butler after making his return back into the ring. Oh, and a big pile driver by Butler to Merrick. Oh. Big slam into the mat. What a kick out at 2. A big side slam there as Merrick grabbing that guitar and smashing it in one blow upside the head of Bastion Butler.
Just one shot to the head and that thing shattered into a million pieces.
Yeah, and hitting Butler with those series of suplexes. Might have to make sure he doesn't get any splinters from that.
Yeah, definitely. Oof.
Russian leg sweep there by Luther with the cover now. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Oh, it looks like you're getting a brief team up here between Merrick and Luther. Oh! Dropping Butler down, but very quickly taking Merrick down. Irish whip, went with that Superman punch, but not enough.
Yeah, it looked like Bastion managed to duck a little bit.
Yeah, almost missed that paid hit there, but now in the ring between Luther and Bastion. Oh. Oh, big boot to Luther, and that, I believe that busted Luther open, which is a very rare sight to see.
Yeah, we could probably count on maybe one hand how many times Luther's been busted open, but Bastion just no-handed.
That rounds of water though on Merrick the Hunter. And now looking to possibly finish things off with that cross-legged Samoan driver going into a cover now. Luther quickly realizing that no. Luther almost cost himself that match, or maybe he knew that Merrick was gonna kick out. Who knows? But Luther, oh! Big right hook to the jaw. Oh, kick to the back of the head by Merrick. Bastion rolling out of the ring, trying to recompose himself. Oh, punch to the gut. And that running power bomb by Merrick. Bastion though with a chair. Merrick doesn't know about it.
Yeah, Bastion picking his shot here.
And right from the from behind. And throwing that chair at Luther with the cover now. 1, no.
So not only is Luther cracked open and then just got powerbombed by Merrick, he just ate a chair thrown at him by Bastion.
Oh, big boot by Butler. Now focusing his attention to Merrick this time. Irish whip into the ropes. Oh! Oh, but a jawbreaker by Merrick. And the Hunter's buckshot! Oh! Big cutter there in the corner by Merrick. He's laying down the hurt onto Luther. Big power bomb. Butler though coming from behind. That Irish whip. Another slam down to the mat, but Luther right there.
Oof. It just a brutal clothesline in the corner. Luther's got Merrick up.
Oh, right hook there. Butler back up to his feet. Luther, though, catching him. Butler escaping. But Merrick from behind this time. And Butler reversing that Irish whip, but now the bloody toll from Luther now going straight into a bar fight. And with the cover, but Merrick right there to break it up.
Yeah, not even a 1 count.
Springboard dropkick there by Merrick.
He absolutely cleared Bastion trying to roll out of the ring.
Oh, Butler with the kendo stick, busting Merrick open. With the cover now, 2, 3! And here's your winner, Luther Bolphonheim. Merrick just a little bit too slow to break up the pin count. And I have one of the Fangs standing tall here tonight. From that very nice and quick triple threat match. There's been a lot of quick matches here tonight. And to be honest, a lot of them have been really good and even down the middle. I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Some great matches tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got about 3 more matches here tonight. We're going to go ahead and head down to ringside for this next one. We're going to be seeing one of the competitors from that opening matchup of Ascension, from that tag team match with Siegfried, Nicholas, and going up against Ifrit and Titan. We're gonna see how one of those competitors matches up against another Oni of Matsumoto, Kanshudo Oka, who was another competitor in that 8-man showcase match. So with that being said, let's go ahead and head down to ringside. The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, wrestling out of the Dreaming City, he is the Awoken Hunter, Siegfried. Yeah, Siegfried coming from a very interesting team up that we had at Ascension. Big Force's team up with the Netrunner Nicholas Snowstorm against the Primals of Ifrit and Titan. Unfortunately, despite all their best efforts, they were not able to pick up the victory. And again, as I said earlier, it was all around a pretty good night to be a Primal.
That it was.
And introducing his opponent. Wrestling out of the Matsumoto Estates, Kanshudo Oka! We have the second Oni here tonight. Oka came out at Ascension just wearing fully decked out battle armor for that showcase. Man, honestly, I don't blame him for that. That was a hell of a matchup.
Yeah, that was an absolute brutal showcase. I'm surprised everybody involved is still, well, moving the way they are.
Yeah. Oka hitting Siegfried with that spinning leg drop. And coming out from the top. Oof. Oh, Siegfried though with a DDT to Oka. Oka escaping it, and that single springboard drop kick.
Yeah, the height of Oka, not to be misjudged. He can definitely reach you from a good portion of the ring.
Not lucky enough submission attempt there on to Siegfried. Siegfried quickly escaping. Oh! Oka with an arm trip into the ropes. Flying elbow, or flying forearm into the corner, excuse me. With the cover, kick out at one. And over the top goes Oka. Oh. Just slamming Oka's face down into the mat on the outside. And a head scissor takedown. Oka returning the favor, slamming Siegfried's face into the mat. Oh, DDT.
Yeah, just Kanshudo just wasting no time.
Both competitors in at the count of 9. Siegfried taking Oka into the corner. And set him up with a running bulldog out of that corner. Oh! Dropping him on both of the knees, and I think that busted him open.
Yeah, it did.
A springboard drop kick by Oka. In response. Well, here he is. So there's another submission attempt here, locked in on Siegfried. Oh, he's got that locked in, but no.
No, that was in deep.
Oka to the top turnbuckle. What has he got planned here? Oh! An elbow drop from the distance. Cover now. 2, 3. And here is your winner, Kanshudo Oka! Oka back again, paying his dues to the Matsumoto family, who have taken him into their good graces. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that triple threat match we saw earlier wasn't the only multi-man that we had here tonight, because we're heading straight in to Fatal 4-Way action coming up next. All these competitors were in that, well, aside from one of them, 3 of the competitors were in that 8-woman showcase match for the Synthwave Championship #1 contendership. The other one had a matchup against Hana Matsumoto in the form of Marisol Summercrest. Now, obviously, she unfortunately was not able to pick up the victory, but let's see how she could stand against 3 of these absolute standout competitors for this upcoming matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. We know it's been a little rough on Marisol lately, bit of a slump. So let's hope in a match like this, she can pick up a easy win tonight and get back on that horse.
Yeah, all that being said, let's go ahead and head down to ringside. The following contest is a fatal 4-way match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the 4 horsemen, Marisol Summercrest. Obviously, as I said earlier, Marisol went to war against Hana Matsumoto at Ascension for some transgressions that Hana was committing against Marisol, interfering in one of her matchups. I actually believe it led into a backstage brawl between the two also.
Yeah, I mean, this is a rivalry in the making, if not already full-blown. These two practically have it out for each other at this point.
And introducing second, she is the queen of the Winter Fae, Lady Kathjina. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen, the very person I have signed a very glorious contract with, the one who has so graciously given me $100,000 for winning at Ascension in that glorious Extreme Rules match.
So,
Chelsea. And introducing third, wrestling out of Karamorin, she is the Witcher, Draven Dunn. And here is a particular competitor that Lady Kathjina has been having a little bit of a grudge with since before Ascension. These two have been facing each other in matches between just the two of them and matches adjacent. They have just been going at each other for a couple months now.
yeah, absolutely. The Witcher versus the Fae, a tale as old as time. Oh boy, it has been no holds barred anytime the two of them have been in the ring.
Yeah, no holds barred, and obviously with this being a fatal four-way match, no disqualifications, anything goes. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Draven and Kathjina are gonna bring to the table in this. And introducing fourth. Representing the Fangs of Vega, Sayden, Bonecrusher. Sayden, being one of the competitors of that 8-woman showcase match, unfortunately not able to pick up the victory. We're gonna see how she holds up against these three competitors here tonight.
Yeah, Sayden, anytime she's in the ring, a fan favorite.
And here we go, Kathjina going after Sayden, Marisol going after Draven. Marisol with a hip toss to Sayden, and now immediately putting her attention onto Lady Kathjina. And Sayden with that Boston Crab locked in on Draven, but Draven able to escape. But Marisol right there to pick up the pieces, and with slam, that big punch into the chest.
Oof. Yeah, and Sayden just both boots up into Marisol's jaw there. Just, there is carnage everywhere right now.
Marisol dragging that elbow across the face. Doing it once again, Lady Kathjina from behind. Irish up into the corner, but Marisol had the legs up.
And then Marisol with the hard Irish whip to a splash. Getting out of the ring just in time as Sayden walks in with the bat.
Oh, Marisol slamming Kathjina into the steel steps. And Sayden with that massive pile driver to Draven.
Now Marisol with the chair just taking a quick lap. Oh, just to hit Lady K in the head, now the knees.
Oh, Kathjina with that steel chair. I just noticed there was a bat in the ring also.
Yeah, Sayden brought that in a little bit ago. Thankfully, it's not Barbie. Oof! But Sayden just launching the chair at Draven and Marisol, catching both of them.
Yeah. Oh. Fireman's carry. Oh! And then into that rolling slam and a cover. Sayden, though, right there to break up the pin attempt. Oh.
Yeah, Sayden trying to take Marisol off her feet. Not really succeeding.
Sayden putting Marisol into that tree of woe. As Draven and Kathjina just continue to go after each other, but now focusing her attention to Sayden this time.
Oh, now Marisol with the hammer.
And throwing it at Kathjina and focusing her attention this time on Sayden once again. with some form of submission attempt, but from behind a steel chair by Draven.
Oh. Kathjina taunting Marisol on the outside there, just getting absolutely slammed on the mat.
Marisol beating the drums of war on the outside there, but Kathjina getting back up to her feet. And Marisol with that jawbreaker. Oh, roll up on the outside, but obviously no pin attempts gonna be made out there. It looks like Sayden has that hockey stick and Draven over calculating that maneuver from over the top rope.
Yeah, absolutely miscalculated. And now Marisol on the hunt for Draven, just a backhand across the jaw, a vicious knee.
Kathjina getting back up to her feet. Oh. Lady K quickly dodging that right hook, but Marisol still getting her with that slam. Oh.
Yeah, just Marisol absolutely abusing Lady K on the outside.
Going for the Irish whip, but Draven coming in from behind. And telling Sayden to bring it on. And almost throwing Sayden into Marisol for a brief minute, but Draven out grabbing that sledgehammer. Oh.
Everybody's getting thrown into everybody. Everybody is just throwing hands and feet. It is a full-on slugfest outside.
Yeah. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, there are no countouts in these matchups. So they could be out here for as long as they want, but the match does still have to end on the inside of the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. But on the outside, it is every woman for themselves.
Oh, Marisol now with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, Marisol standing tall, taunting them. Bring it.
Now going after Sayden, now possibly focusing her attention to Kathjina now, making sure everyone gets a taste of the equalizer.
Everybody catching this hammer right now.
Now all of them looking to make Marisol pay for that. Draven, though, grabbing a table from underneath the ring. Kathjina taunting Marisol, but Marisol obviously taking exception to that, slamming her into the barricade. Draven with the big boots of Sayden in the corner. Out with the cover. I don't think any of the other ladies on the outside are paying attention, but no.
No. Marisol got in a little too late, but Sayden able to kick out just in time.
Oh, Marisol got plenty here on that corner. Oh, jumping over. And a big boot to the back of the head. And Sayden with that sledgehammer to Lady K, but no.
Yeah, it looks like Sayden and Lady K trading either hammer blows or bat blows. Lady K came out on top. Oof.
Aaron type out of nowhere by Draven. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize. This time putting more attention on Marisol.
Yeah, whenever you have the Goliath monk just standing right over you, there's no way she's going to let you get the pin.
Marisol grabbing that hockey stick, though. Trying to use it.
I was going to say, we're still a little ways out from hockey season, folks, but it is a hockey night in the ring.
And series of backbreakers to Lady K. Oof. But sliding drop kick from behind. Oh, Draven bonking about the heads of Marisol and Lady K into one another. Draven, Sayden, and Marisol all on the outside. Lady K just eyeballing, specifically Draven. No surprises here.
Yeah, no surprises there at all.
And quick wind to make sure Sayden doesn't get in the way. Oof. Sayden rolling Marisol back into the ring. Lady Kathjina picking up the pieces. Whipping into the ropes, ducking over, jumping over. I went for that clothesline, but Marisol able to duck it. Oh!
Oh! And Marisol able to stop her momentum, but Lady K still caught that clothesline.
Lady K whipped into the corner. Draven coming in from behind. Marisol trying to recover on the apron.
Yeah, Sayden wisely rolling to the outside, trying to get a bit of separation.
Oh! In the Witcher sign right there to Lady K. And a big uppercut by Marisol. With the cover. 2. No.
No. Sayden there just in the nick of time. Marisol with that massive flying uppercut.
Oof. Sayden just... Oof. Destroying that knee there for a minute. Went for a neck crank, but Marisol sweep of the leg. Kendo sick. I believe that was by Draven to Kathjina. Now paying attention. 3. And here is your winner, Marisol Summercrest. And this looks to be the victory that Marisol needed.
Absolutely.
What a fantastic matchup to win in too.
Oh, big time. You have 3 absolute powerhouse competitors and you just come out on top like that. Yeah, I'd be grinning ear to ear.
Yeah. Oh, I see big things. I see big things for Marisol after tonight.
Oh, I hope so too.
But ladies and gentlemen, we got about one more match left. We saw Jacob Storm making a surprise return to form, in a sense, in the casket match at WPW Ascension 1. There's been a lot of buzz as to what's been going on with that. We're going to be hearing from Jacob Storm in just a quick second here, going into at least a little bit with what... Wait, what? Excuse me? Are you serious? All right, well, oh my god, we're getting news. There's stuff in the back. Quick, get it back there now. What the hell's going on here? Oh, what the hell?
Well, yes, I do believe that is hell.
Yeah, actually, but alongside Alma Vale and Hana Matsumoto, getting all 3 of them fighting against one another in the backstage area.
Yeah, I mean, we all know the rivalry between Hell and Alma, but now Hannah and apparently Alma as well is starting to turn into a rivalry as well.
Yeah, I can't imagine either of them are. I mean, obviously we saw at Ascension one of the other surprise moments, Hannah Matsumoto interfering in that matchup between Alma and Hell for the Rocker World Championship. And now it looks like it's just been down to all three of these competitors here. Hannah just making quick work out of Alma.
Oof.
Hell, obviously not at all in a great mood tonight after everything that has transpired. Fenrir is gone and Jacob Storm is no longer a part of Ragnarok. It's just Hell.
Yeah, Hell maybe trying to get some retribution in some weird way. But at the same time, just these three, there's no love loss. They, as of now, I would say despise each other.
Yeah, I can't exactly disagree with you on that one. It looked like Alma was about to take Hannah into that elevator, but no, Hell quickly making work of Hannah and booking it towards Alma.
Yeah, Alma trying to get a little bit of distance, but no, Hell closing the gap.
God, they're all on top of the equipment boxes too. I'm not happy about that. Oh my God. Alma with a baseball bat. Swinging for the fences against Hannah and Alma. Or Hannah and Hell.
Hannah and Hell. Oof. Got a couple good shots, but Hell just ripping that bat.
Oh, quick lumbar check there by Hannah. A series of quick kicks there. Alma with that sliding drop kick. Oh, stunner there by Alma. Hell coming in from behind.
Yeah, Alma. Oh, picking the foot.
And that ankle lock there. But Hell looks like just barely able to escape that.
Yeah, Hannah finally getting up to her feet.
Oh, just wrenching that elbow there by Hannah, and the poison miss by Hell. Spinning that directly into the face of Alma Vale, and we may need to get some medical attention for Alma after that. After, once we get security on there.
Yeah, I mean, security is right there. There's their booth.
Yeah, they're probably on lunch break again.
Yeah, we need to talk to their union reps.
Apparently, yeah, we may need to talk to Haruka.
Yeah, we might have to.
And oh my God, another bulldog, this time on the concrete floor this time. Alma putting her attention onto Hannah. Spine buster there.
Then just chops and kicks. Alma just throwing everything at Hell.
Oh, Hell grabbing that shuffle. And as we know, Alma Valen was able to successfully defend her Rocker Girl Championship at Ascension with obviously unnecessary and unneeded help from Hannah.
Yeah, it's Hell thinks Hannah cost her the title. Oof. And that whole, like I said, that rivalry between Hell and Alma is long-standing. But possibly even Alma could feel a little slighted by Hannah for interfering.
Yeah. Oh, looks like they want to take things over the garage, it looks like. Oh, Alma ducking that clothesline by Hannah. Well, you're back into the... Oh.
Just Alma full sprint with that boot.
Alma with that war cry, though. All right, we're okay. I'm being told Haruka and the rest of security are on their way, so yeah, hopefully this situation can get sorted out relatively soonish. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the security who's gonna have to break this up. They are definitely gonna need some time off.
Yeah, it looks like I also see Minuano coming in too. Alma Valen, obviously, you know, one of the four horsemen on this end. It's Major Payne trying to get ready for his upcoming matchup in just a quick moment, but quickly putting things aside to help with this fight.
Yeah, I mean, he for a second celebrating with Marisol to trying to break up a brawl was not on his bingo card tonight.
No, it was not. Oh, okay. It looks like I also see Jacob Storm for a brief moment coming in to help break that up. Because, oh my god.
Yeah, that was... thankfully, nobody went through the light and there's no broken glass.
Yeah, you know, that's always the silver lining with these. I don't know why we haven't moved that light out, especially after what happened.
I mean, unfortunately, that's probably the best spot for it.
Yeah. Yeah. But before I was so rudely interrupted by that little mishap, I was gonna say we're gonna hear from Jacob Storm, now brought back to us after having the demon exorcised from him. And yeah, we're gonna hear what he has to say in regards to a woman down at Ascension.
Wolfpack, let me talk to you. Now I know what y'all are thinking. Jacob, why'd you perm Fenrir alive in the casket? Jacob, how in the hell did you get back to normal? Not tonight. You don't get that answer tonight at all. What you do get is deja vu. Because last time I locked horns with Sergeant Major Payne, I wasn't me. I was the demon. Even though I ran through all of them, one by one. Left a trail of bodies to prove I could. If I gotta do it again, I gotta carve through you, Payne, to get to Mr. Widesperado himself. And by God, I'll do it. But don't get it twisted. I may not be the demon anymore. But don't you dare sleep on me. So here's what I want you to do, Payne. Salute your boys in the back. Give them one last hoorah and march down that aisle. Because when the smoke clears, I'm going to show you and everybody here in the Wolfpack exactly who I am. I am Jacob Storm, and everybody will embrace thy storm.
And as we heard from Jacob Storm in that, at least from the snippet we got from that interview he had with Butler, Storm wants to go for the title. He wants to go for Minuano.
Yeah, he definitely does. But hopefully Bastion holds up his end if he hasn't already.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll be getting an update on that relatively soon. And obviously, you know, Jacob not really eager on obviously reopening very recent wounds with everything that went down. Hopefully I can try and get in touch with him at some point in the near future. But obviously that's gonna have to wait, because ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event. Let's go ahead and head down to ringside for this amazing matchup. The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall and is your main event. Introducing first, representing the Four Horsemen, Sergeant Major Payne. Also, one half of a sub tag team between him and Minwano, the tag team of Guns and Glory. Make sure to stand up because the soldier has entered the building.
Yes, stand and salute Sergeant Major Payne. A absolute crowd favorite no matter where he goes. It's always good seeing him. He's an awesome guy.
Mm-hmm. And introducing his opponent, making his re-debut here in WPW, Jacob Storm. Now, from what I could gather on my little investigative journalism I like to do from time to time, Jacob Storm has been around obviously since WPW's return show. Came in under the guise of Bubba Mayhem, who's trying to get close to Fenrir to be a part of Ragnarok. And now obviously, you know, that came with some setbacks, becoming the demon, and now he is back here once again. But back to his normal self, no longer as Bubba Mayhem, but Jacob Storm. The man who lit the flame under Fenrir.
Yeah, it takes the term "you're fired" to a whole new level.
Yeah. And we're getting a couple tweets on social media here. One from Kathjina saying, "I love coming to work," and another one from Bastard Butler saying, "You know, Jensen, it's the strangest thing, but you and Sarge both sound similar to each other."
Yeah, I have gotten that, but it has been proven because while I was in the ring with Minwano, Sarge was up here on commentary, so we are not the same person, thankfully.
And you know, case in point, this matchup.
Yeah, case in point, this matchup.
Which right now, Jacob Storm just on an absolute roll here against Payne.
Yeah, Storm on a rampage.
And a springboard crossbody. Now going for the cover. One. New. Right through the ropes and hit him with that DDT.
Yeah, Storm not giving Sarge a single chance to rest.
Now, obviously, it's no surprise because there's always a couple of reasons why one competitor may want one thing. Jacob Storm obviously going for the Rocker Boy title from Minwano. Not only because one, Storm's kind of been here for a while, has been putting on an absolute amazing showcase no matter what, who or what he is, whether it be Bubba Mayhem, whether it be the Demon, he always came out on top of a majority of his matches. So much so that his first pay-per-view match was a title match against Greg Terrace for the Underground title.
Yeah, and the only person really standing in his way from showing why he deserves a title shot, other than just absolute perfect showings, is Sarge here. You know, these two have, in various capacities, mostly against the Demon, have just been at each other's throats as both Ragnarok and the Horseman.
And you know, if you remember from way back in the War Games match at this year's Stand Your Ground, Jacob Storm picked up the victory for Ragnarok in that match by tapping out Minwano.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, no love lost between him and Minwano, but maybe even Payne just trying to get his, I don't know, retribution against Fenrir via the guy that used to work for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, reverse Boston Crab here by Jacob Storm. One of the really interesting submission maneuver there, but not able to pick up the submission on that.
Yeah, Sarge, quick to throw the legs out.
Now yelling at Sarge to get back up to his feet now. Oh!
Oh!
A DDT right off the top turnbuckle. And with the cover, 2, kick out at 2. Ducking over Payne. Oh.
Oh, Payne blocking the knee.
Knocking Storm down, getting back up to his feet. Oh, went for a suplex here, but Storm with the roll-up. 1, 2, no! Payne reversing with a roll-up. 1, kick out at 1.
Yeah, we don't see Payne go for those. Oh, well, we see him go for those springboard stunners, but we don't see him go for those counter roll-ups very often.
Yeah, oh, went for the clothesline, but Storm lifting him up and now busting Payne open.
Yeah, cracking him under that mask.
Oh, ducking that clothesline. Payne with that shoulder check. And another one.
Just absolutely laying Jacob down. Hard whip up and over.
Now Payne with the cover. 1, 2, no.
No, kick out at 2.
Butler with another tweet on social media. Also, regarding the beating poor Captain Pineapple took at the pay-per-view. It wasn't our intent to put you through the ringer, but you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. I mean, yeah, they had to keep up the facade for just a little bit longer to give Fenrir that full sense of security.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, crossbody off the top turnbuckle.
Now Payne in full control here. Nope.
Oh, bridging suplex.
He was for a second.
Oh.
Yeah.
And with a spinning suplex right after that. Oh, now Storm looking for a tequila sunrise. He got that locked in, but no.
No, Payne holding on.
Oh, went for that springboard leg drop there, but Payne rolling out of the way. Both Pain and Storm on the outside. Oh, thank you, I suppose. So for those of you who don't know, someone just walked into the booth here and just gave us Fenrir's burnt up mask, the only thing to survive that casket fire. There's a note on it, I guess it's from Hell, saying, "Storm, I will never let you forget the pain you have caused me. You took my brother, and I will find a way to make the rest of your miserable life hell."
I did warn them that there would be a target on their backs.
Yeah, and now it looks like Hell's gonna be on a warpath for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, thankfully Ivy is in a undisclosed location as of now, so
Pain with that massive power bomb, going for the cover. One. Kick out at one. Oh.
yeah, Pain throwing some intent onto those into those punches and that howitzer.
Whipped into the ropes, tossing Storm over. That swift kick to the jaw. Springboard cannonball right across the back over the cover now. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
Yeah, Jacob with the frustration showing.
Oh!
Oof. Yeah, him of all people should know it does. There's no easy way to put Pain down. Now, Pain with the bear hug.
Yeah, looking to make Storm tap out, but it looks like Storm is able to escape it. Oh, a head scissor takedown.
Yeah, Pain showing off the acrobatics. Not something we see often. He is usually a ground and pound kind of guy.
It looked like he was setting Storm up for the Blitzkrieg for a moment there, but Storm had that move scouted. Oh.
Oh.
Now Storm to the top turnbuckle. What has he got here? Oh! With that front flip and still taking Pain out. 1, 2, no.
Yeah, it looked like a heel probably caught Pain along the nose or between the eyes.
Oh. Couple of big right hooks on that apron, launching Pain to the outside. And over the top! Oh!
Oh! Jacob miscalculating a little bit. Maybe still getting used to his regained human form.
Yeah, but even then, he was still very quick to get back up to his feet after that.
Yeah. Still might be some bleed through, but Pain, oh, dodging that knee at the last second.
And now Pain with a series of right hooks and busting Storm open. Bridging suplex there. And Storm once again going for that Tequila Sunrise. This is the same exact move that tapped out Minuano at War Games. Is he gonna get out of pain? And he does! And here's your winner, Jacob Storm! And now game, set, match. That is your main event here. Storm standing on top, making sure Minuano knows who he'll be going up against soon at Resist and Disorder. And I gotta say, what a return match for Storm.
Yeah, absolutely. A great way to come back for Jacob.
Yeah, finally breaking away from everything that was making him not him, and you know, trying to make heal, you know, trying to make things heal.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long road. He's gonna have some enemies, but it will take time.
Yeah, well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the end of tonight's episode of WPW Saturday Night Showdown. I have been your host, the Killjoy JTB. This has been my broadcast partner, Andrew Jensen, and we will catch you guys next time in the underground. Have a good night, everyone. We'll catch you. We'll also now on the road to Resist and Disorder. Have a good night, everyone, and see ya.